Hello guys, welcome back to our channel, The Rick Files. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some tips on how to prepare for a job interview. Whether it's a virtual or face-to-face interview, I'm going to share with you some tips on how are you going to ace that interview. Also, I'm going to share with you some tips on how to answer some of the questions that might be asked during the interview, whether they're basic questions or difficult questions. I have some tips for you, so please stay tuned until the very end of this video. Now the preparation. Do a thorough research of the company you're applying for. Find out its history, its evolution, its mission, vision, milestone, even its advocacy, and how it's ranked in relation to its competitors. Upon knowing all of the above, think very hard on how you can contribute or add value to the company's goals. Why are you the right candidate? And why would they choose you over the many applicants? Next is to prepare your questions. 2 questions will do, highlighting aspects that will put the company you're applying for in a positive light. On the day of the interview, remember, first impression is everything. This might be your only chance to be able to sell yourself and present yourself in the best possible light. If it's a virtual interview, which is most likely, make sure that all your gadgets or the gadget that you're going to use, whether it's a laptop or a tablet or a phone, is working properly, and make sure it's fully charged. And it won't hurt to do a bit of dress rehearsal, like an hour before the actual interview, checking all the equipment is working, like if it's gonna be a Zoom call or Google Meet or Microsoft Room. Sign in at least 10 to 15 minutes early so that you won't have to keep the interviewer waiting. The clothes that you're going to wear. Wear dark colored clothes because dark colored clothes register best on camera. Now for the grooming and makeup. Simple is always the best. For the gentlemen, make sure that you shave and use some hair products to give you that polished look. And for the ladies, make sure you have a hint of color on your cheeks, on your lips. And if you're not comfortable wearing eyeshadow, mascara and a light eyeliner will do the trick. But don't forget your brows, that's very important. And for the hairstyle, simple is always the best, making sure that the whole face is shown. If it's a face-to-face interview, for the gentlemen, it's always best to wear a button-down shirt. However, if you're applying for a more senior position, it is more appropriate to wear a tie and a jacket to exude authority. And for the ladies, a simple top will do, nothing too revealing, and stay away from busy prints or patterns, ruffles, etc. And if you so decide to wear a blazer, it's perfectly fine too. If it's a face-to-face interview, all of the above applies, but ensure that your shoes are clean and your clothes are well pressed. As I've mentioned, first impression is everything. Set aside plenty of time so you can arrive early and do your thing before the actual interview. I mean, you must ensure that you already have eaten and you do a final check in the men's or ladies' room. And as soon as you arrive in the office, be friendly to the receptionist while you're waiting to be called. Now, the actual interview. First and foremost, you need to be yourself. Check your posture, establish eye contact. And if you're not comfortable answering in English, ask permission from the interviewer if you can speak in Tagalog. More often than not, they would allow you. And I think it's best that you do that, and they would appreciate that better. As for your voice, speak in moderate tone, not too fast, not too slow. And if you have not fully understood the question, ask the interviewer to repeat the question for you. Do not answer in a hurry. You must pause and think of your answer. Listen actively and do not interrupt the interviewer. Paraphrase the question if you will, so you have a full understanding of it. And at the end of the interview, thank the interviewer for his or her time and the opportunity to be interviewed. and you can also wish the company more power. As you say goodbye to your interviewer, your handshake must be firm and quick. There you have it, guys, for the preparation and the actual interview. And if you find this video helpful, please make sure that you subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and share. And the next part, I'm going to talk about the basic and difficult questions that might be asked during the interview, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to answer them.